Welcome to the Queen's Lair, a lifestyle podcast. Get inspired by our latest tips and information about small business, entrepreneurship, natural hair, travel, food, and even relationships. Stay tuned for another great episode. I am your host, Renee Patrice. Welcome back, everyone. Thank you so much for tuning into my podcast once again. So we're winding down the series. We've got a couple more parts to go. And this installment is going to be about online branding, right? This was an article that was sent to me, business that comes from business to community, and I am basically doing a deep dive into these 7 different branding strategies, right? And we are now up to online branding. Okay, online branding, and I think a lot of people will know it better as internet branding, is when businesses position themselves as a part of the online marketplace. This type of branding includes the company's website, their social media platforms, blogs, and other online content. A lot of companies use some aspect of one of these things. I think one of the biggest ones is social media. Social media is just huge. I talk about my social media every single episode. So this is the way that a lot of people are getting their information from businesses. Before, they would rely on commercials. Now, it's not that commercials are no longer important, but a lot of people are online now. The sitting in front of the television is not the norm anymore. So getting to people through traditional television avenues is not just the thing. So now they're coming to watch TV through the internet. I can go literally weeks, sometimes months, and I'm not even joking, without turning on my TV, because everything that I want to watch is on my computer and online, and that's where I spend most of my time anyway, even working. So when I want to take a break, right? I want to take a break, I go over to Hulu. When I want to take a break, I go over to the Peacock channel. When I want to take a break, I go over to Kev on Stage Studios, which is another amazing streaming service. So, these are the things that we're looking at now. These are the things that we are caring about online. So we're banking online, we're getting our news online. Who's tuning into CNN online? I'm on CNN on TV. I'm looking at it online. And sometimes the things hit online before they do on the actual television. So, it could be Twitter. Twitter will have news before anybody else. Twitter is always the place for announcements before anywhere else. It's so crazy how Twitter is just on it, right? So that online branding, that internet branding, that is another way to get to people as well. You can connect to folks. You can give your online brand a personality. If you guys follow Chime Bank, they will talk to folks in the comments. They will cut up with jokes in the comments, little tongue-in-cheek type of stuff in the comments. It's really interesting how brands can create these amazing personas online and connect better with their customers. I think, yes, do we all love the formality of business? Yes, I do want to know that businesses are professional, but I also want to know that real people are behind the business, and real people crack jokes, and real people have families, and all of that. I love learning about the folks behind the C-suite curtain. I need to know that they're human just like me, So online branding, of course, as you guys may know better as internet branding, it definitely helps businesses navigate into that online market, and it is a whole other level of how you can reach your customers every single day and your potential customers. All right. And if you're having an issue, even if somebody comes into comments to complain, the way that brand handles that complaint in the comments is going to make all the difference of whether the other people watching from outside of the situation, if they're going to do business with you or even continue to do business with you if they're already a customer or a client, right? So even the way that you answer in your comments. So people, your social media managers are sometimes your front line for your business. Yes, you may have that PR person. Yes, you may have that branding person, but you better have your social media person on the horn. They need to understand the tone of how that brand is going to come off online, how they are going to present their persona online, how they are going to interact with customers, clients online. That is so important. So make sure that your branding department, your marketing department, your PR folks, and your social media, they need to be working hand in hand. This is a group effort. It is a group effort to take care of customers. And that's the least you can do. And I'll tell you this, you don't have to be the strongest brand or the strongest business in the room. You just have to be the most considerate, the one with the best customer service, and the one who is the most consistent. Because consistency is the thing that's going to keep you in the game. So you can have the best food, you could have the best burger in town, but if you have an attitude every single time I come to that window, I'm not going to continue to give you money, my hard-earned money, if you always have an attitude. You know what I'm saying? So you got to let everything match. If you have the best food in town, you need to have great customer service. You know, take the Chick-fil-A model. Not only is their food delicious, but they also match it with the which I personally feel unmatched customer service, right? And they do the same thing on their online platforms as well. So, again, online branding, yet another strategy in this whole branding and marketing game. But if you can clutch your online audience, oh my goodness, you will stretch not only in this country, but you'll even stretch all over the world. So if you are an influencer, this is for my influencers because I know a lot of you listen, my influencers, when you are online, be careful, be aware of how you come off to people online. Be aware of how your videos, when you're teaching and the things that you're saying, because that stuff is online, not only for your immediate audience in your region or even in your country. Now you can have fans from all over the world. You know, so just remember, everything is a domino effect. You tune into somebody with a crappy attitude, it's a domino effect. Just like good can be a domino effect, negative can be a domino effect as well. So when you're online, think about how you are branding yourself online and make sure that you navigate that marketplace expertly. Make sure that if you have your blog online, that you double check it and read it over. Make sure, you know, the tone of how you're writing. Make sure you're doing your spell checks, all of that. Right? Make sure all of your platforms are also cohesive as well. Don't let your blog be about Timbuktu and then the social medias over here in the left and then the website talking about something else. Even when you start from my email already has all of my handles for my social media, for my podcast. Everything is cohesive down to the colors. Even in my signature colors for my business are in my signature in my email. And when you click from my email to my website, those colors carry over, right? If people know, the colors of my business are not only just the black and gold color, but that signature teal color, that turquoise teal color. Right? And it's in my signature. So when you get an email from me, you're going to see that in my signature. And when you click to my website, you're going to see it on my website as well. And you go over to my social media, over to my Instagram, you're going to see the same thing as well. It just carries over, right? It's a cohesive message. And that's even a silent message, but it lets people know, wow, this This brand is really on point. They are making all of their stuff match. They're keeping this cohesive branding. Okay, this cohesive branding throughout all of their things online. And I'm telling you, listen, you could test it yourself. Have something blue going on your Instagram. Then you go to the website and everything is red. And then you go to the blog and everything's orange. It just looks crazy. And even though people may not say it out loud, but subconsciously it just changes because colors have meaning. You know what I mean? Colors definitely. I can get into the psychology of colors too. We may have to do a special episode for that. The psychology of colors. So if you keep changing colors all the time, it's going to mean 10 different things. And subconsciously, that's confusing to people's comfortability with your brand. Okay? So how you present yourself online, make sure you got your internet branding together. Okay? All right. Like, share, subscribe to this podcast. Tag me on social media at Onyx Queen Media on Instagram. And I will give you a shout out in my stories. Tag me and let me know you're listening. All right, you guys? Okay. We will be back shortly with the final installment of these branding strategies. Talk to you soon. Bye. Online savings simplified. Don't search for coupon codes ever again. With one click, Honey's smart shopping assistant will automatically apply discounts to your cart in seconds. Save on all your favorite things. Easily pay less for products you're already buying online. It's as easy as 1, 2, 3. Join Honey for free. It takes 2 clicks to add Honey to your Chrome, Safari, Firefox, or Opera browser. Find savings in seconds. While you shop, Honey will find working promo codes across the entire internet, and you save instantly. With one click, Honey will apply the best deals to your cart. It's that easy. So what are you waiting for? Get Honey. Download it today. Visit our link, www.tinyurl.com/ONYXHONEY. That's www.tinyurl.com/Onyx Honey. Start saving right now.